The Prius is unquestionably a game-changing automobile. The technology is straightforward but excellent. Two tiny electric motors and a Sun gear unit make up the small transmission. When necessary, the transmission starts the gasoline engine, changes the gear ratios, and generates electricity again. The Prius's fuel efficiency is unmatched. It makes sense why it is the most popular hybrid. But is a used Prius dependable in the long run? Let's find out. And just before we start, please make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Common problems. Early Prius models from 2004 to 2005 may experience problems with the multi-function display unit. The display sometimes fails to indicate the battery's level of charge and becomes sluggish, which is the first symptom. Although there are remanufactured and used units available on eBay and other sites, Toyota's recommended solution is to replace the unit, which is quite expensive. A failing hybrid cooling pump may be the source of the code P0A93. The pump can be changed out with ease. A common complaint is about an engine water pump leak, which costs $350 to $450 to fix. Another area of concern seems to be HID headlights. The first sign is that HIDs begin to flicker and operate erratically. Although aftermarket HID units are readily available, Toyota parts are pricey. A humming or rumbling sound could be the result of a failed wheel bearing. The price to replace a wheel bearing ranges from $350 to $480. Powertrain. The 1.5 liters gasoline engine in the Prius is similar to the Toyota Yaris, but has been modified for the hybrid drivetrain. Two electric motors that can also serve as generators are part of the hybrid transmission unit. The gear ratio is managed by a single electric motor, which also recharges the hybrid battery. The second motor provides more power during acceleration while also assisting with low-speed propulsion. When braking or coasting, energy is also recovered using the second motor. A maintenance-free timing chain is a feature of the Prius engine from 2004 to 2009. Handling and ride. The Prius handles reasonably well, but not particularly sportily. The ride is quiet and gentle. The electric motor makes the Prius quick to accelerate. The limited turning radius and excellent all-around visibility are additional benefits. Driving the Prius in deep snow is challenging due to the low clearance and lack of torque. Additionally, the fuel economy suffers, with combined gas mileage falling to 38-39 mpg, but the car surprisingly drives well in the snow. It appears that the hybrid battery's weight over the rear axle stabilizes the vehicle and reduces the likelihood of skidding. Another benefit is that the Prius's small gas tank means filling it up at a gas station only takes a few minutes, saving you time standing outside in the cold. How the hybrid powertrain works. The car only uses electric power when you begin to move slowly. The gasoline engine begins to operate as soon as you surpass 15 to 20 miles per hour. The engine cuts out when you come to a stop at a red light. It starts up again as soon as you press the gas. The transmission produces energy to recharge the hybrid battery when you coast or lightly brake. On the central display, you can see the power flow. Maintenance costs. In reality, maintaining a Prius is not very expensive. Tires cost little. Regenerative braking makes brakes last more than 60,000 miles. There is no alternator, and the water pump is only driven by a single, minuscule drive belt. The belt is inexpensive and is easily changed. Only 3.9 quarts of conventional 5W30 oil is required by the Prius engine. Depending on your preference, oil changes should be performed every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. A $20 air filter is inexpensive and simple to replace. Changing the cabin filter is also a simple procedure. Maintenance is not really necessary for the hybrid system. According to the 2008 Prius maintenance schedule, the transmission fluid should be inspected every 30,000 miles, and the inverter coolant should be changed at 100,000 miles and then every 50,000 miles after that. Numerous sources claim that the hybrid Prius battery doesn't malfunction very frequently. It will be expensive to replace a hybrid battery at a dealership, but there are other options. For instance, we discovered that a used or remanufactured hybrid battery can be purchased on eBay for half the cost of the original equipment manufacturer battery. Some owners bring up changing individual battery modules. Is it a good car to buy? The majority of Prius owners are satisfied with their vehicles. The Prius is very dependable all around. With the exception of the uncomfortable driver's seat and the less than sporty handling, the Prius is one of the best sedans on the market. It's a very useful vehicle with a roomy interior and lots of cargo room. The visibility is also excellent. The Prius 2 is frequently used as a delivery vehicle due to its incredible fuel efficiency. A used Prius will pay for itself in gas savings after a few years if you commute a long distance and spend a lot of money on gas.